Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is the bar class. Flippers on the feet, bars on the wall, grab your balance aid, and let's get started with Lauren's foot warm-up. Not too much else from me. Take it away.
All right. Let's start in our usual parallel feet position. From here, we'll feel that gentle pull of the heel off the floor, knee and ankle pointed forward. Then use your toes to point, gently flex over the toes. Get back to that pointed foot, through the ball of the feet, heel comes down, hips extend, both knees are straight. Repeat on the other side, feel that pull off the floor, then to the point, to the light flex over, get back to the pointed foot, demi-point, heel connects, hips extend. From there, our knees press over our toes and we just hang out, maybe rock side to side, and then push the hips through to stand up tall. Knees towards over toes. This time, could we find a light balance towards the front of the feet? Press up out of it and control the down. And one last time, going up, knees towards over toes, heels connect, drive through to tall. Squeeze those glutes, turn out to the first position, and we'll do one quick roll over those toes again as we point. Gently flex over, get back to the pointed foot, and back down. Repeating on the other side. Point, roll over, point, and come back down. From there, again, sending those knees towards over the toes, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips, pressing to tall. Knees towards over toes. Can we find that light balance on those, bent knees, drive out of it, control the down. And then let's go up first, knees towards over toes, heels connect, and press through to tall. Take a second off those feet and legs, and let's do our first forward fold here. So standing up tall, we'll reach our chin towards the ceiling, and then gently tuck the chin towards your chest, and start rolling yourself forward. Without letting those hips go too far behind you, we're going to roll forward, thinking each vertebrae comes with us as we end up dangling down in our first forward fold. Trying to keep those knees nice and straight, but maybe the first time bending and then straightening. And from here, engaging the core on the front and back side and stacking all the way back up to tall. Let's come back one more time to a slightly wider position. So from that first position, point your foot out, toe ball, heel. Feel that pull together as we send our knees towards over the toes, and then press to tall. Pulling ourselves down, driving the heels away from the floor, pushing out of that. Keep those knees straight as you push your heels down. And one last time, we go up first, then knees, then heels, and then press through to tall. Transfer that weight, point to close. One last fold for me. This time we'll telescope. So with those feet underneath us, extend, reaching that spine nice and long. Heart, chest leads forward. Then, when we can no longer keep that flat back, we'll start our round and end up again in that forward fold. Hopefully a little bit easier this time, that second time down here. Take a second, take a breath, and then engage the core and pull yourself all the way back up to tall.
Let's continue working on the strength and stretch as you transition to our bars, and perhaps your chair or countertop will be appropriate. Pivot on those heels, turning out to that first position. From here, the arm could be at the hip or out to the side, and plie. Pull ourselves down and press to tall. Pull down, press to tall. Sets of 3 here as we pull down, pull the heels to get lower, connect heels, full extension, and a bounce, with or without that balance aid. Slowly return the heels to the floor. From here, tendu out to the side, toe ball, heel. Then pull ourselves down in our second position, plie, and stretch, and down, and stretch. Sets of 3 as well as we pull ourselves down, then pull those heels off, connect the heels, extend the hips, and find your balance. And down. Now, transition weight to single leg. point the outside leg and rond or circle to the front. Now we're in that fourth position. Repeat, plie. Feet heavy, followed by a stretch. Knees bend and stretch. And for that third repetition, pull, lift heels, press heels, full extension, and that weight balance between 2 feet. Down, tendu to the front, back in. Let's just do the same fourth position on the other side. So open up to the side, round to the front, toe ball heel landing, and pull ourselves down in our plie, followed by stretch. Pull down and stretch. And then last one, the feet stay flat until they don't. Lift those heels, then connect heels, full stretch. And lastly, our balance between 2 points. Feet flat now, tendu to the front, pull back in to tall. One more exercise from standing before Lauren takes it over for the core. Let's return to your feet in that first position, working on our sets of tendus. Tendu to the front, demi-point or the balls of the feet first, then finish with the toes. Pull underneath. To the side, a flat foot, a demi-point, a toe point, and pull underneath. And to the back, small ranges, probably flat foot, demi-point, toe point, pull underneath. And then lastly to the side to finish en croix, flat, demi-point, pull back underneath. But from here, pulling up, find that ankle position, coup de pied, hold balance, use your bar, test it without, return to 2 feet, and then switch around, turn around, and execute the same on the other side. Arm in that second position, flat foot, demi, point, pull a straight leg back underneath. Flat foot to the side, demi point, toe point, pull back under. Flat foot to the back, demi next, toe point to finish, and pull through. And lastly to the side, flat foot, demi foot, toe point, pull under, then continue to pull towards that ankle. The hips are forward, the knee is side, with or without that balance aid. Then return to that first position nice and tall, and back to Lauren for some core on the floor.
Core on the floor. Let's get back to that forward fold. So that chin tuck and rolling ourselves forward. Taking time, imagining that wall is in front and behind you as you come down. Once you're down, let's walk ourselves out to that high plank position. Hands under shoulders, toes tucked, hips scoop under, pulling the floor together underneath you. Pull your right hand to your right hip. Pull your left hand to your left hip. Pull your right and your left hand to your right and your left hip, respectively, for 4, 3, 2. Push the floor forward and back, tilting the tailbone to the ceiling as you lift the hips, walking your hands back to your feet, and then slowly stack yourself all the way up to tall.
Adjust the hair, shake it out here and there. Feet in our first position. Arms also in first, and from here we'll shrug our shoulders up and then pull the shoulders down. Keep the shoulder blades low as we condition the arms to reach forward and then out to the side and then back down. Repeat again. Shrug, but keep those shoulder blades low as we reach towards forward and then out to the side to second and then down. Repeat out to the side first this time, so arms out to the side, keep those elbows soft and armpits low. Return to the front and down. And last time, scoop low, reach wide, bring it back and around to the front, and then return to the first position down low. Shakes and wiggles. Returning to our bar. Tendus are slow, and they always touch the floor. Dégagés a little bit quicker, and it brushes away. Let's repeat en croix, front, side, back, and side once, and then the second round, 2 in each position. Arm to the side or on the hip is appropriate. Dégagé to the front. 3, 2, 1, front, under, side, under, back, under, side. Now 2 to the front, and front, side, stiff legs all the time, and back, and back. Now 2 to the side, and side. Now just one more to the front. Front and side
Oops.
and back and side. Then pull it up, find that ankle, flat foot balance is great, or find that rise. Hips are forward, ribs are on top of those hips. Use that balance aid just a bit if you need, and then return to the floor in that first position. Slip, slide away, turn yourself around, and repeat that same effort. 1, 2, and then 1, dégagés en croix. Front, under, side, under, back, and side. Now 2 to the front, and again, side, feel the floor, back, back, side, side. Now just 1 to the front, and side, and back, and side, and then pull in, find retire, stack, drive down through those demi-points or balls of feet, hold your releve balance here, extra second, use the bar, and then return to our first position. And shake it out. Back to the floor quickly here for working on those core strategies. I'm not sure if it's a paraline, an X line, but create tension on the core.
Excellent. Let's get to the floor this time by using our hinge. So we'll chop those hips back, slightly bend those knees, but keep the shins vertical. Feel the load on the hamstrings for a second. Oh yeah. Then walk yourself out to that plank position again. Let's hold. This time, squeeze your glutes, pull your right hand to your left hip, right hand to your left hip. Then left hand to your right hip, left hand to your right hip. Now both cross the body. Feel that X pattern in center for 4, 3, 2, push the floor forward and back, tilting the tailbone to the ceiling, walking your hands back towards your feet, and we'll unfold ourselves to tall. So stacking one vertebrae at a time, using the front abs and the back abs to stack yourself up to tall. Whew, whew.
Shaking out, returning to those port bras to loosen up those shoulders. Return to the first, then open to that second position. Arms down low, shrug just once here, and then continue to pull those armpits low. Reach low to go high, and this time bring those arms from first towards fifth overhead. Then reach out to the side, and then trace down through that gateway, returning to first. Again, up, armpits are staying low, elbows can stay soft, then open out to the side, and then down, and then out to the side first. So reach low, reach wide, palms go forward, pull those armpits low, great overhead shoulders tasks there, and then continue to pull down and reach out to the side. You could trace with those eyes, just like Lauren, and then out to overhead and pull back down to our first position. And then shake. Développés with some pliés. So return to your bar, feet in that first position. We've been at that coup de pied position being the ankle, so start here. And then, wapow, out to the front. Then pull back underneath, and then point out front, pull, and down. Now this time out to the side, might we do 4 repetitions of dégagés. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then repeat développé to the back. Knee side, back. Pull under, then out back, knee side and down, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Repeat. Développé front, point, pull, point, knee side down, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Knee side and back, pull through and back, knee side down, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Knee side front, pull through and front, knee side down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee side back, pull through to the back, knee side and down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull, stay here, or challenge yourself at that knee and retire and stand, flat foot for now. Challenge yourself with or without that bar. Hips are forward, level, knee side, and then return to our first tall position. Shakes and wiggles, slip, slide away, and repeat the same effort on the other side.
Isn't that a song?
That is, little Paul Simon right there. Feet in our first position. Développé front and back with dégagés to the side. It's knee side, front, pull, front, knee side and down, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Knee side, back, pull through to first, back, knee side, down, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Knee side, front, pull through and front, knee side, down, and 4, 3, 2 and 1. Knee side, back, pull through and back, knee side, down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then pull up.
Do we do it 3 times?
I forget. We're going to call it 2.
Actually.
So finding that low position, then challenge yourself at that knee. Hips are forward, hips are level, hanging out, feeling good, right? Mm-hmm. And then return to our tall position. Let's do one more set of développés, but this time exclusively to the side.
Oh, I like those ones.
I know, that's why we're going to include them here. So développés to the side, starting with knee side, point side, pull under, out to the side, knee under, down, but this time add a plie and stretch. Knee side, point, pull, point, knee side, down, plie and stretch. One more time, knee side and point, pull and point, knee side and down, plie and stretch. And then find the ankle, find that knee, drive down, grow tall, releve balance in retire, hold, 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 use that bar, and return with control. I do like that side position, so we'll repeat 3 repetitions, développés to the side, and then pliés in the middle. Ready to go, Lauren?
I think so.
Knee side, point, pull, point, knee side, down, plie and stretch. Knee side, point, pull, point, knee side, down, plie and stretch. Knee side and down, under and point, knee side, feet, plie, stretch. Then pull up, find the ankle, find that knee, stay on the flat foot, drive down in those demi points, knee to the side, hips level, energy up out of that eyeball, and then return to 2 points and back to 2 feet. I do like those développés. One of my favorite movements right there. Lauren, what you got on the core?
To the floor. Let's dive down. Tuck that chest. Curl yourself down like you're diving into a baby pool below you. And then from here, let's walk ourselves out to our 6-point position, which means our hands are on the floor, our knees are under our hips, and our toes are tucked. Let's pack our shoulders, straighten our elbows, tucking your toes, start pulling the floor together underneath you, but maintain a neutral spine. Pull so much your knees lift off the floor. Now pull your right hand to your right knee and your left hand to your left knee. And then pull both like you're on railroad tracks for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push forward and back, lift the tailbone high in the air, and gently walk those hands back to your feet. And slowly stack up to tall. No, your internet did not freeze. I just slowed down my counting.
Ooh. And the trembles in the core reflected that, Lauren, which I like. I always want 2 sets of those core. It gives Lauren more time on the mic and more challenges for the core. How do you feel about 1 or 2 sets?
I like the breaks in between.
Good, keep it going. Do those hip circles. Let's return to that port de bras style through those shoulders. This time, shrug once, but just this once, but then pull the shoulders low. Then with those arms out front, 1 arm overhead and 1 arm out to the side. 5th position minus the 2nd position equals 3rd. So this is our 3rd position here. Arms out front, then reach to the side.
Is that why?
I don't know, but that's how I remember it. 1 arm overhead is 5th, the other out to the side in 2nd, and then you subtract it, and it's 3rd. Not sure if that's technical, just like our upsies, downsies terminology, right?
I like when we make things up.
Make things up a little bit. Inspired by everything, but make it our own here. Last one in this 3rd position to the side, and then last. Return to the front, return those arms down low, and then shake it out. 2 variations for our fondue exercise here today. Let's return to the bar. Fondue, plie on 1, and then a straight leg out to first, then side, then back, and finish en croix, returning to the side. Ready to go? Let's do it. Arm out to the side. Fondue, hips through, leg back. Fondue side, hips through, bring the leg under. Knee bends, One leg stays straight the whole time. That's this middle leg of ours here. Repeat one more time. Front, hips through, to the side, hips through, to the back, hips through, and then to the side. Now climb that leg that is underneath, find retire, and then challenge ourselves in that attitude position out front. The hips are forward. There could be a line drawn from the toe tip to the lateral hip of the standing leg. Excuse me, hiccups. Hold that for a second, return the leg back underneath, and finish in your tall stand. On the same leg, repeat from that elevated position. It could be at the ankle or maybe at the knee, and we'll go plie and stretch, plie, stretch, to the back, under, and side. And one more time, to the front, extend, to the side, hips through, to the back, hips through, last one to the side. Now stay at the knee, find the attitude, stay on the flat foot, or challenge yourself to grow on that demi point, holding for 4, 3, then return to your tall stand. Ooh, a little bit of a quiver in the breath there, working hard. Last night in class in session here, I said, it's taken us 4 years to be confident enough to show this type of movement on that demi point rise. Staying on those demi points is super challenging. Take your time, use your balance aid. Let's go. Starting low on a fondue and stretch. Then out to the side, hips through stretch. To the back, stretch and side. One more time, front, hips through, to the side, hips through, to the back, hips through, and side. Then climb the leg, find retire, challenge yourself in that attitude position out front, hold, flat foot. Is it in first? I hope so. Then return the knee, back to first, take a breath, and then return to the knee, and just once on the fondue out front,
Whoops.
and then knee side. Fondue out front,
Yeah, sorry.
and then knee side.
I forgot which bend
Then
went.
to the side, extend through, to the back, through, to the side. I think we did that twice, so one more time to the front, front. Now on the time, bring the leg to the back of the standing leg knee. Out the back, bring the leg to the back of the standing leg knee, and then return it to the front. Find attitude first, then grow onto that demi point, breathing, bracing, cramping, then return to retire. Find that first position and shake. Lauren has one more trick for us on the floor here. So for one more set, let's get that core going on the floor.
One more trick. All right, let's do our hinge. Chop those hips back, pushing them behind you, that vertical shin position. And then we'll tip forward and find all 6 points to start. Toes tucked, knees under hips. You can always stay down on the knees and do the same pattern. But if you'd like, let's brace our core, lift our knees up off the floor. And now pull right hand to left hip, right hand to left hip, left hand to right hip. Pull both across your body for 5. Feel that extension, 4. Keep breathing underneath it, 3. Keep pulling to X, 2. Last one, push forward and back, lifting the hips up in the air, tilting the tailbone long as you walk those hands back. And then coming to that stacked position all the way up to tall. Whew.
Awesome. The sweat has started nice and warm. Let's return to the bar, rond de jambe time, straight legs and then bent legs for one set of each. Arm to the side, the hips appropriate too, and reach a stiff leg, tendu, out to the front. Then open like a locking key as you rotate to side second. Turn that inseam in as you reach out to the back, and then bring the first position through, continuing the toe point out front. Then straight legs always, and we'll go to the back. Straight leg to the back. Then open up, reach for those edges of a circle as you go from the back to side to first, and then underneath. Repeat on the bent leg. Fondue out front, and then stretch. Bring it all the way through. Stiff leg, and then bend on the fondue to the back, out to the front, return to first. Then climb the leg, check. Then just reach out the back in that attitude position. Derrière, out the back. Are those hips still level? Is this butt cheek cramping? If it is, we're doing great stuff there. Then pull back to retire, finish in that first position. Shakes, wiggles, moonwalk, slips and slides away. Repeat on the other side. Stiff leg first, toe point to the front, open to the side, rondin that hip to the back, and return through first with a toe point out front. Stiff legs always here, reach to the back, toe point, locking key from the back to the side to the front, returning first. Now use that fondue and stretch it out. Bring through to first to the point out front, and then to the back. Fondue, whip it around, bring it underneath. Then continue to climb the leg towards retire, and then reach to that attitude position out the back. Keep those hips level, politely cramp up those lateral bum cheeks, hold for a second longer, then return the foot underneath the hip, and then find your tall stand. Whew. We have one more quick thing, followed by slow things to finish. Which quick thing? Polling the audience for the next time. Frappes, bang, bang. Frappes or 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2.
Trapeze.
Frappes for the win. Let's go back to that bar. Start in a first position, with then a dorsiflex ankle just off the floor in that ankle nook on the standing leg. From here, strike the floor, pull back. Strike to the side, find the back of the standing leg, to the back, and then repeat to the side. Now go 2 to the front, front, and front, side, side, back, back, side, and side. Now 3, front, 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 side, 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 back, 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 side, side, side. Pause, there's an add-on, petit battement for counts of 8. So let's go 4 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. Now make up your own pose, whether it's attitude out front or just in that nice retire position. Integrate the arms if you can. Hold the beautiful pose for a second longer, and then return to the floor. Always that tall stand, and always complement that effort with the wiggle. We have one more time, same thing, other side. Single, double, then triple of the frappes. Start in the front, strike, pull, strike, pull, strike, find the back of the standing leg, pull, and strike to the front again. 2, side, side, back, back, side, and side. 3 to the front, 2, and 1, 3 to the side, 2, and 1, and back, and back, and back, and side. Side, side, bring it in, and then petit battement time. Keep that leg a-moving. The knee is mostly stable, the leg is bending.
7, 8.
Oh, good counting, Lauren. Then again,
worry, I'll count
find
that.
your challenging balance for today. Hold for a second longer, and pull the knee in, and return with control. There's one last exercise. It might be my favorite. It's so simple, yet so challenging. Single leg releves in parallel. 4 repetitions each here, nice and slow. Pull up to that coup de pied ankle with your feet in a parallel position. Then it's a knee over toe squat. It's our hip extension through, and find the toe and return to the floor with control. Knee over toe, hip through, releve, find the ball of the foot, control down, knee over toe, hip through, find the ball, and control. The last one, knee over toe, hip extend through, find your balance, and own the down. Ooh, that was a little weak on that last one for me, but we'll get it the next time. Just learn about your feet, improve your balance. One last time, here we go. Knee over toe, extend the hip through, find that demi point, straighten the knee, return. Knee over toe, hip through. Find the balance, reset. Knee over toe, extend the hip. Balance, reset. And last time, knee over toe, extend the hip. Find your balance, And own the balance, Ian, and reset with control. Add those shakes and wiggles. Little white lies all over the place. One final move, rib rotation for that last bit of port de bras here. Return to the bar and your feet either in your first or even your second position. Arm down first, start tucking a chin like Lauren got us to fold earlier, and round forward. Then reach to the bar side, then dip to the back corner. Lift the arm up and over by driving through the rib cage. Dip to that outside brand new corner, and then circle back to center and assemble tall. Then chin tuck, flex forward. Now hips forward, but rotate away from the bar and drive the action of the arm, shoulder through the power of that rib cage. Love that side bend moment right there. And then return to the front and to tall. Turn yourself around. We'll do that one more time on the other side. Imagine yourself in concrete from the rib cage below, with the most supple, movable rib cage you could ever create or imagine. Arm first, chin tuck, flex forward. Rotate to the bar side. Keep those armpits low as you dip to the back corner. Reach up and over, and then side bend to the new corner. Pull the rib cage back to center and assemble tall. Chin tuck last time. Flex forward. Rotate away from the bar. Keep the armpit low. Use the rib cage to power over and enjoy that side bend reach. And then circle back to the front and nice and tall. And shake it out. Thank you very much for being here, Lauren, to share in this practice with me. And thank you very much out there for being here live at 8:15 on Thursday mornings or in the archive anytime after.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back live tomorrow morning at 9:30 for our Restore and Recharge class so that you don't move like a robot.
And instead, practice supple things, stay strong always, and thank you for being here as we stay strong. We train soon and look forward to doing it with you again. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Super start. Enjoy the sunshine.